Bonjour and bienvenue to Duolingo French. On this channel, we do one French lesson on most days. I'm saying most days now because I have missed quite a few. But we're back, and all that matters is that we are doing it right now. So to start with, let's take a look at the league. We'll see where we are. You see now we are outside of the promotion zone. It was probably going to be very hard to stay within the promotion zone this month. This week. Looks like people are going to be at it pretty hard. So I'll do my best, guys. Let's take a look. No achievements yet. Very close to quest completion. It's possible that we could get it in this video, depending on what the quests are. Speak in 7 exercises, earn 30 XP, scored 90% or higher in 5 lessons. That's quite a bit. But let's get to it.
Il. Il. Eddie.
Une femme anglaise. Une femme anglaise.
Une femme anglaise.
Anglaise. Anglais.
I would like to see a little bit more diversification between like I'm seeing français and anglais, but there's quite a few different other nationalities, so it would be nice to have those mixed in, but it is also good to have the repetition on these so that you won't forget them.
S'appelle.
M'appelle. S'appelle.
Elle s'appelle Alice. Elle s'appelle Alice.
Français. Française.
Une femme française. I almost messed that up too because I wanted to say français there, and I was like, wait a minute, it's une. So that goes with française, not français.
Aise. 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 Aise.
Une fille française. Une fille française.
Hélène est anglaise? Hélène est anglaise?
No, elle est française. Elle parle l'anglais. Make sure you are going back and checking over your answers because you may have said something and it may have interpreted a different way. And I know that the way that I'm speaking is probably hard for the machine to interpret what in the world they think that I'm trying to say. You see our perfect lesson in our stats. Okay, so we earned half of the 30 XP, I was getting 15 instead of 50. Earned half of the 30 XP. We spoke in one exercise. Feels like we spoke in more than one exercise, to be honest, but okay. And we scored 90% or higher in that one lesson. And we moved up to a 76-day streak. So what we're going to do here is, since we have this Duolingo Super, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do a speaking exercise under more review, so that we can hurry up and knock out this daily quest. Sorry guys, I was like, what's it called again?
Elle est anglaise.
Elle est anglaise. Elle est anglaise. It actually, I believe, is pronounced elle est anglaise, because it starts with the anglaise starts with a vowel. So you take the last syllable of the word before it and you combine it. It's called a liaison, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. If someone's French or has a native French speaker, please correct me if I'm wrong. But it just didn't take it. Maybe I just said it wrong. I don't know.
Excuse-moi.
Excuse-moi. When I was in Montreal, I really used the excuse-moi a lot. It was one of the only phrases. It was the first time I ever went there. And I was in the Francophone section of town, which is like the French speaking side of town. And that was something that I heard, and it was something that I felt like I could say with confidence. So every time like I was even close to being in someone's way, I was like, excuse-moi, excuse-moi. So I said it so often, it became one of those phrases that really stuck with me.
Julia est mexicaine.
Julia est mexicaine.
Un garçon mexicain.
Un garçon mexicain.
Elle est française.
Elle est française.
Excuse-moi, tu parles français?
Excuse-moi, tu parles français? I did not ask anybody that. My excuse-moi was the extent of that French phrase for me. I definitely wouldn't have said tu parles français, because if they said oui, then I don't know what I would have been, what it would have said. I've been like, okay, great, I don't. But it's good that you do.
Une fille mexicaine.
Une fille mexicaine.
Marie parle français.
Marie parle français.
Il parle français.
Il parle français.
Tu parles français.
Tu parles français. I'm just realizing that I'm also like copying their tone there as well. All right, so we got 20 XP for that. And that should take care of the speaking in 7 exercise. I think I see the difference here. How come? What? Was it 50 the whole time, guys? I have to go back and check. I don't know why I thought it was 30 before. Okay, so we need to do 15 more. We'll take our 10 gems. Right, we're inching forward. We have 10 left to do with about, what is it? I want to say 4 days left in the month. It's going to be a tight fit to see if we can actually get to that badge. That is my mistake, guys. I apologize. I just been so busy with so many things going on. But no excuse. I should have been on it. So, but I'm back now. The Lord brought me back, and I thank Him for that. So let's go ahead and do one more to complete this next daily quest. Let's do a listen exercise. I love doing lesson exercises, especially these ones, because they seem to be my strong suit, at least at this level.
Elle s'appelle Marie. Une femme mexicaine.
Marie parle anglais.
Elle est anglaise.
Paul est américain.
Une femme française.
Excuse-moi.
Non, je suis française.
Tu parles français?
Un homme mexicain.
All right, a little quick way to get 20 XP. That should give us the second goal. There it is. Earn 50 XP. We got our 5 gems, and we have moved back into the promotion zone with 270 XP. And we'll do a couple more of those. Well, let's do a story. Let's switch it up a little bit. Read your first story, okay? There is no stories there, so maybe I have to find them. Oh, wow. We haven't done any stories yet. I guess they switched this, they switched it around. Now I've noticed that there's no stories, and I know we've done them on this channel. So, whatever stories we've done there, we've no longer, they've taken them off the tree, or whatever they call it, the path, I think they call it now. So it's not there anymore. That is, but I remember, if you've watched those lessons, I was saying how there's a lot of words in here that we haven't covered yet. But I feel like they should have, so now we have to get all the way, wait a minute. We're in unit 2? Wow, they must have really changed the tree again. I might have to start doing these lessons differently. I've been labeling them, like, unit this and unit that, but that's all out the window now. We're back in unit 2. I just noticed that. I've just noticed they changed everything. But that's okay. We're going to keep learning. That's the most important thing.
Julia est mexicaine. Tu parles français?
Marie parle anglais.
Une fille française.
Elle parle anglais.
Une femme mexicaine.
Un homme mexicain.
Elle est anglaise? Anglaise.
Un garçon américain.
Excuse-moi.
All right, that moved us up a little bit further as well. Yeah, so let me just take a second and just explain to you what happened, because I know sometimes I speak in half sentences. Blame the ADHD. It seems like a lot of thoughts going through my head at once. What I was saying was I went through unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, and we were on unit 4. But Duolingo definitely did a big update, and I noticed that now we are back in unit 2. So all of that labeling that I did has now gone out the window. I don't even know how to fix it, because where would I put those particular lessons that I've already done? So I don't know. I would have to come up with a different type of labeling system now. And they also took away the stories that we did. So now we have no stories that we can do. We haven't gotten to any stories yet. But like I was saying, when the stories that we've done in the past, there were so many words in those stories we hadn't covered. So I was wondering why they put that there and why they didn't come up with the more simpler stories for the words that we did know. But yeah, there's nothing else to say to that except they didn't. So at least they haven't. Maybe they will in the future. So let's take another look at our daily quest. We need to do one more to get their last daily quest. So we will do that now. We won't do stories, I guess. Can I correct mistakes? Yep. Did make some mistakes. Je prends l'avion. I am taking the plane. Which almost seems like some type of criminal act. Like, I am taking the plane. Because, but if somebody were, it's crazy, because if somebody were to say, I'm taking the car, you probably wouldn't feel that way. Like, I'm taking the car to go to the store. It'd be like, yeah, but it's like, I'm taking the plane. It's like, I don't think most people know people who just have planes. So it makes it sound like you're going to do something untowards. Paul parle français. I bet you I was speeding through, and I must have chose something differently. Now this one trips me up. Où est, where is the train station? Is it la gare? S'il vous plaît? I want to say yes. I think the last time, like I was trying to remember what it was for train station, because the subway station is station de métro. And again, don't take any of my pronunciations to heart. I'm still a beginning French learner, but I was like, I think there's like one word for train station, la gare. I think last time I put le gare, and that's why I got it wrong. Yeah, I used the masculine form of that article. Does that count as a lesson? It sure does. And we have hit number 5. We claim our award, which would normally be a 2 XP, which it is. And we will use a little bit of it. I'm not going to go and do the whole 15 minutes. Sometimes I say that and then I do. But I do have like quite a few other things to do today. And I have something to do in like 15 minutes. So what I'm probably going to do this for maybe
Julia
5.
est étudiante.
J'habite ici.
Marie est journaliste.
Une université mexicaine.
Une journaliste.
En France.
Elle habite à Paris.
Julia étudie avec Louis.
Julia étudie en Espagne.
J'étudie en Angleterre.
I actually have a language exchange partner in España at this moment. I haven't been able to speak much French with her, and it's been a while since I have. It's probably been a couple of months since we actually spoke in French, but I want to get back to it. We've had one conversation in French, en français. It did not go well, guys. I was so limited by what I could say, and I was so like conscientious about my words, and just embarrassed about my level of like tripping over like even the most simplest sentence. I was like, I know, like, of course, once you get off the phone, you're like, I know that word, I know that sentence, but in the moment, it just felt like everything left me. And I think it was because I had to take so much long to try to think of what the word was to like tell a story. But I want to get back to it. Don't give up. Keep it going.
Une femme anglaise.
Il parle français.
Julia est mexicaine. Tu parles français?
Excuse-moi.
Elle est française. Une fille française.
Excuse-moi, Paul.
Un homme mexicain.
Elle est anglaise? Anglais.
All right, looks like we've completed a quest and got 25 gems. All right, we'll do a lightning round since I clicked on something and it took me there. So why not?
Je vais à Berlin.
Je vais à l'aéroport.
Tu as une voiture? Voiture. Je vais à New York. Ah.
Tu prends une valise? Il a une valise. Il a une valise.
Tu prends la voiture? La voiture.
All right. And that puts us at 456 for the day. And I think I'm going to end that there, guys. Like I said, I have something to do in like, now it's like 11 minutes, and I want to get myself prepared before I move on to my next task. So I am going to end it there. We are in a nice place, not a great place. I don't feel comfortable yet, guys. But we are in the promotion zone as of right now. But yeah, I mean, as you know, from what we've done before in the past, you know, somebody can do 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 XP in a day. So, but I think we're firmly in a good place, and we're definitely far away from the demotion zone, which is like 15 XP. So yeah, I feel comfortable that we'll at least be in the either the promotion zone, or we'll end up in the zone where you just stay in the league that you're in. So I thank you for joining me today. I hope you are learning something. I hope you are using your Francais. I hope you're getting those opportunities. And I'll see you tomorrow. À demain.